Now, defeat at Glentoran here tonight. A difficult game, obviously. What's your thoughts on it?
Awful. Again, I thought, as I said before, I thought we started the game really well. First 10-15 minutes, we started the game really well. Created a couple of good chances, but I think you just can't legislate. Once the first goal goes in, it's a really poor goal for me. He's time to take it, bounce in the air, take it down, get 3 or 4 touches in and get a shot off inside the 18-yard box, and we've got plenty of shots here, and we'll keep striving to the boys not to stand off, and nearest point of danger go and put pressure on the ball, but nobody done that. And the first goal was cheap, the second goal was horrendous, in regards to, we'll have a 2-on-1 situation with 2 centre halves against Donnelly, and as I say, it gets in between both boys and he's cleaned through, and too many times that happened. One ball was turning us around, and third goal's avoidable as well. We'll have possession of the ball, but after the third goal goes in, then it's Carrick stuff tonight, and as I said, the biggest disappointment for me is we got a 9 out of 10 from players on a Tuesday night. Too many guys had a 2 or 3 out of 10 tonight, and we've got to find some kind of level of consistency we could do with getting a steady team out again. But we're trying to keep things fresh, we're trying to put fresh legs on the pitch as well, but ultimately I think when you're conceding them kind of goals tonight, then you're not going to have a chance in any game.
Bad run tonight, do you think it's a case maybe that Glentoran's quality ultimately showed, or do you think we were just the masters of our own downfalls?
Both. I think both, Ryan, if I'm being honest. That's as good a Glentoran team I've seen in a long time. Their rotations, transitions, but most importantly, and I think people miss this point, Ryan, the best teams work hard. Glentoran were first ball, one second ball, chased us down, never give us any time in the ball. And I think that goes away from people whenever you analyse a game. Listen, we were poor, there's no doubt about that. But Glentoran's hunger and their desire to get the ball back when they lost possession of the ball, their aggression all over the pitch. As I say, their movement was fantastic. But I think the basis of that there, and it's full credit to Mick, is that when they don't have the ball, they work their socks off to get it back. And I think top teams do that. It goes unnoticed by a lot of people, but it didn't go unnoticed by me. I thought they were superb tonight, but ultimately we were the architects of a lot of our problems as well, Ryan, and that's, again, we'll always focus on what we do, and for me, we met far too many individual errors tonight, and you don't get away with that at this level against the top team.
I suppose after a defeat you just want to get back on the pitch and put those runs right, and that comes on Tuesday at home to Crusaders.
Yes, we'll have options now. We'll have options on Tuesday night to freshen things up. Obviously we rested Kyle tonight. Kyle's played 2 games in a week, so we thought, he's been a very important player for us lately, so it's very important that he's available and fresh, and we'll keep him right. So there'll be changes made on Tuesday night, that's for sure. And as I said, I don't think anybody have the cojones, let's say, to come and knock my door and ask why they're not playing. Let's hope they don't anyway. But I think sometimes you got to. I'm always honest with players, Ryan. And I don't hang them out to dry by any means, but they know themselves. They know themselves that tonight was Carry stuff, and we were the architect of a lot of our own stuff there. And you're not going to give yourself a chance in a game when you're conceding the goals that we did tonight. We played in the wrong areas. We made the wrong decisions. We want to play inside our own half and outside our 18-yard box, and then when we get into the second third of the pitch, then suddenly we're looking for hooks around the. Glentoran's big thing tonight was how many times did they turn us around with one ball? Put a ball in the challenge, strikers movement, got behind us, turned us around. And that's all. It's pretty basic stuff, but they do it fantastically well. But credit to them. They were fantastic tonight, and unfortunately they got us on a real bad night. But I think full credit goes to them. They were super.